Madam?
Ready, sir?
Yes, madam. Thank you. So, good morning to honorable gathering here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome the gathering of Ph.D. Voce examination of Mr.Irshad Hassan, part-time Ph.D. scholar of our department, under the able guidance of Dr. Kannadasan sir, assistant professor in sports psychology and also sports secretary of our esteemed institution. So, in this fine occasion, first of all, I would like to welcome our respected external examiner, Dr. Professor A. Mahbub Jan sir, Professor, Department of Physics, Bharatdasan University. On behalf of the Department of Physics, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. We do welcome the research supervisor and the convener of this Viva examination, and Dr. Kannadasan sir. On behalf of the Department of Physics, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
I do welcome the faculty members from the Department of Physics, Dr. Tirumala Kumar sir, Dr. Lili Pushpam madam, Dr. Kumaravel sir, Dr. Rajesh sir, Dr. Jayakumar sir, Dr. Vel Kumar sir, and Lakshman sir. So, and also I welcome the faculty members of Professor Dr. P.K. Sedil Kumar sir, Professor Mangerkar madam, and other faculty members from the various departments of our sports university. And also I welcome all the faculty, professional friends, those who are attending this Viva examination. I am Phil PhD scholar and my dear student friends. Once again, I welcome you all in this fine occasion. Now I hand over the session to Kannadasan sir to introduction about the external examiner and also research scholar. Over to you, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, Professor. A very good morning to one and all. I'm very much delighted and happy to conduct this Viva examination of my first scholar, Mr. Irshad Hassan. So on this occasion, I'm very much fortunate to have Professor Dr. A. Mahbub Jan sir, a professor from the Department of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, Bharatdasan University. Sir, to simply say is that when I had gone through the profile of yours, it is simply an exemplary one and very much astonishing. So that's why I said we are very much fortunate to have you for this Viva, sir. And I would like to brief on the sir's profile. Like sir is a very good academician who has done the PG and MPhil and PhD, and also he has done NIS in certificate course, and also he has added up like MBA in HR and MSc Yoga and Naturopathy and many other PG diploma courses sir has done. And with the teaching experience of 26 years and more, and with the research experience of 14 years, and sir is holding the additional responsibility like a member of IQAC of Bharatdasan University, Tiruchirappalli. And the first areas of research of sir is sports training, exercise sciences, and yoga. And sir is specialized in cricket, kabaddi, and track and field. So sir has almost evaluated more than 50 PhD theses, and sir has was being the external examiner for more than 50 PhD Viva examinations. Sir has published 10 books, and he is a member of NAPES, and to be proud, he is also the member of Senate of Bharatdasan University, and he is the editorial member of International Journal of Advanced Research and Review. So more than all, he has produced 13 PhD scholars, and an ongoing 8 have registered under him, and more than 91 scholars of MPhil, and he had published his research work in many international and national journals too. So such a great personality is with us, and I'm happy to welcome you, sir. Thank you for being the external examiner of this Viva. I welcome you, sir. And also I would like to
My own parent department,
Dr. V. Mangair Karsi Madam, Dr. Shahin Ahmad Madam, and also my own guide, Dr. S. Tirmalai Kumar Sir. And I would like to welcome the Professor and Head, the Department of Physical Education, Dr. Manigandan Sir also, for his continuous support in this conduct of Viva examination, and the esteemed faculty members and the senior professors and associate professors, and my own friends, Dr. P.K. Sendil Kumar Sir, Dr. Manoj Sir, Dr. Srinivasan Sir, and the doctoral committee members, Dr. P. Gopinathan Sir, and all the faculty members of our university. So I extend a warm welcome as a guide to all my faculty members. And also I take this opportunity to introduce my scholar, my first scholar, Mr.Irshad Hassan, who is a good friend of mine. We have been educated together in UG and PG, and he has done his MPhil from Kannur University, and we did our UG and PG from Lakshmi National College of Physical Education, Trivandrum, and now he is working as the assistant professor and head in charge, Department of Physical Education, Farooq College, University of Calicut. And more than all, is a very good football player. He has represented University of Kerala. He has guided the team in the capacity of team manager as well as coach for University of Calicut. And recently, he had produced the University of Kerala team, a University of Calicut team, who has become the champions of All India Inter-University Tournament this year. So such a very good scholar is of mine. So I welcome you, Irshad, for your Viva Voce examination.
Thank you.
Sir, sir, for the official proceedings, I request Professor Mahbub John, sir, to proceed. Sir, please.
So, good morning to all. First of all, I thank the authorities for giving me an opportunity to conduct these communities Viva examination. Then I thank the professor and head, Dr. Manigandan, who is heading the department right now, and the controller of examination. Then the guide, Dr. Kannadasan, who is giving a very good introduction about me. Thank to him. Then now it is his first scholar. He is producing the first one. So that scholar itself is become his friend. Those he says that his introduction, those he studied togetherly, and he become as a guide. It's a very good opportunity for the scholar also, and as well as the guide for mutual understanding. So then that the department members, my one friend Dr. Tirmalai Kumar, Madam, and my one junior Mr. Kumaravel, my one friend Dr. P.K. Sendil Kumar, head exercise department, and Vel Kumar, and other members who are all participated in this great occasion to witnessing these Viva examination. So again, we have to be come back. First of all, now I am going to call the scholar Irshad Hassan to describe himself about that title of analysis of psychological profile among Kerala youth soccer players in different positions. Now I call upon the scholar to define his research work. Over to the scholar.
Thank you for the kind words. I have been doing this study for the last 3 years, and finally getting to an very much anticipated conclusion today. And first of all, I would like to welcome all the faculty members. I'm not naming all of them, but very few. Mr. Kannadasan, my friend and guide, and Dr. Manikandan, Dr. Thirumalai Kumar sir, and apart from that, Dr. Mahbub Jan, who's been very kind enough to be the examiner of my study. And once again, from my bottom of heart, I'm welcoming all to this Viva presentation. I've already mentioned, Mahbub Jan mentioned the title of the study. It is a psychological analysis of psychological profiles among Kerala youth soccer players in different playing positions. Let me come to the presentation first by sharing my screen. Kannadasan sir, can I start sharing the screen?
Irshad, please share your screen,
Okay.
and you can start presenting.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Let me start first with the term football. Football, you know very well, it's the most popular game in the whole world. And being a part of this largest populated country, India has a privilege to be the second oldest football tournament is taken place. That is the Durand Cup. And I am fortunate enough to produce two of my students be the part of Durand Cup winning Gokulam FC team in the 2019-20 season. So I'm privileged to be a part of the history of football also in India. And we have given a definition, what the soccer is or football is defined by the experts. No, we already discussed about the what sort of profiling we are doing to analyze the Kerala youth soccer players. First, it's a psychological profile. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a pattern of research produced by a person in various psychological tests used for clarification or comparison or a description of psychological characteristic of a person. That personality traits such as psychotism, extroversion, all these things under this category. In next one is the mental skills. Mental skills are internal capabilities that help an athlete to improve performance by learning to control their minds efficiently and consistently as they execute attainable goals. The mental skills mainly deal with the how that can be trained to enhance performance. That sort of things we are dealing here with. And life skills. Life skills is the skills which is more related to the society. According to UNESCO's working definition, life skills encompasses a mix of knowledge, behavior, attitudes, and values, and designate the possession of some skill and know how to do something to reach an aim. They include competencies such as critical thinking, creativity, ability to organize, social and communication skills, adaptability, problem solving, and ability to cooperate on a democratic basis to shaping peaceful future. The definition was given by Singh in 2003. So, with the personality traits, we have already told about the personality traits, and it's a disposition to exhibit certain personality characteristics. Next, we are moving to the statement of the problem. Problem states that the purpose of the study was to analyze the psychological profile among Kerala youth soccer players in different playing positions. To subordinate the purpose of the investigation was to look into, to assess psychological difference among the following positions, that is forwards, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers, and Kerala youth soccer players. To examine psychological differences among Kerala youth soccer players in different playing positions at different age categories. We have taken under 17 and under 21 players, and the study the data was collected from the selection process of the Khelo India tournament, which was held in 2020. There was a 3-stage selection canvas there. The data has been collected from the under 17 and under 20 players from Ernakulam. The players from a different part of Kerala was there to participate in the selection process to select the Kerala team for the Khelo International Youth Championship. The significance of the study has helped to understand the personality traits, mental and life skills of Kerala youth soccer players. The study has helped to know the psychological profile of Kerala youth soccer players in different playing positions. The study has also helped to know psychological profile of Kerala youth soccer players in different age groups, that is the under 17 and under 21. This study has provided an insight to the coaches and players to understand mental and psychological state for the performance enhancement and helps to include suitable psychological training program to facilitate better performance. The main aim of the study to help the coaches to understand the players to do better in their life as well as their career is concerned. Okay, we have been to hypothesis on the basis of the literature gone through, on the basis of research finding and scholars' understanding of the problem. The following hypotheses were formulated. It was hypothesis that there would be significant difference in the personality traits, mental skills, and life skills of Kerala youth soccer players in different age categories. It was hypothesis that there would be significant difference in personality traits, mental skills, life skills of Kerala youth soccer players in different playing positions. It was hypothesis that there would be significant difference in the personality traits, mental skills, and life skills of Kerala youth soccer players in different age category at different playing positions. The positions we already been discussed: the forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. The delimitations of the study. The study was delimited to Kerala youth soccer players only. Being a vast area, we have enough data to be collected from Kerala only, but it can be termed as a delimitation. The age of subjects were restricted to under 17 and under 21 boys alone. The playing positions were restricted to forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. Because nowadays in modern football, the specialized positions such as defensive midfielders, attacking midfielders, wingers, all those are came up. But we have taken the more conventional route, so taken it as forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. The study was delimited to selected questionnaire assessing personality trait, mental skills, and life skills. Assessing personality trait and the mental skill questionnaire and life skill assessment scale were used to collect data. The subjects were selected in the selection trial submission Kerala team that we have already told. In case of the questionnaire, it has got limitations. Any bias that have entered the subject of this account were considered as limitations of the study. Lifestyle of the players were beyond the control of the researcher. The background of the players were different in nature in many aspects, such as social and economic religious factors, which are not controlled by scholar, which have the affective responses of the subject. and they are considered as the limitations of the study. The training and coaching style of coaches of various specialties are different, which have influenced the answers of the players, but also considered as the another limitations of the study. We have taken time to explain what the question is about and what we think about that. All those things were taken care of by given the questionnaires. The selection of the subject. Within the 3 phases of selection, we have taken 154 players. In that, 60 number forwards, midfielders were 48, defenders were 30, and goalkeepers were 60. And they falls under different age category, that is under 17 and under 21. This how we are selected the variables. Based on the literary evidence and discussion with the sports psychologists, coaches, and former players, the following variables were considered for the study. For finding this much variables, we have been taken the help of the doctoral committee. They have given their valuable suggestion on finalizing these variables also. In personality traits, we have taken psychotism, extraversion, and neuroticism. In mental skills, imagery ability, mental preparation, self-confidence, anxiety, and worry management, concentration ability, relaxation ability, motivation. In life skills, which is more related to socialized society, we have taken self-awareness, empathy, effective communication, interpersonal relationship, creative thinking, critical thinking, decision-making, problem solving, and coping with emotions. For personality traits, we have taken Eysenck personality inventory, that's EPI, and for mental skills questionnaire by Bull, and for life skill assessment scale by Radhakrishnan Nair, and Shubhasri and Sundar Ranjan. All are standardized questionnaires. The statistical procedure we have followed in order to examine the hypothesis of the study, descriptive statistics, t-test, and 2×4 factorial design was being used. The factorial design is used because of the presence of more independent variables. That's why we have used the factorial design. The suitable follow-up tests were applied to find out differences among the subscores of that variable in different playing positions of soccer players at different age group. In the table number 4.1, which shows the descriptive status of personality traits among soccer players. We already told about psychotism, extraversion. This table shows the descriptive personality traits. You can see the standard deviation and mean score in this one. Next, the table number 4.2, which shows the intercorrelation of personality traits among soccer players, and the level of significance is being noted there, 0.05 level and 0.01 level. And for psychotism, extroversion, neuroticism is listed here. In case of descriptive status of psychotism, mean and standard deviation of under 17 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers, and under 21 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers have been known. And standard deviation have also been shown. We have already discussed why the factorial design is being used. 2×4 factorial analysis. The major things to look for is that there was also main effect in playing position. Midfielders having significantly low psychotism, followed by the defenders, goalkeepers, and forwards. So the midfielders having the low psychotism. That means the forward is having highest point of psychotism. Here, the diagram shows the mean value of psychotism between under 17, under 21 players in different playing positions. This diagram shows that's what difference between paired means on playing positions. Here you can there was a difference between forwards and midfielders. That's the mean difference is 1.18. There was no difference between forwards and defenders. There's negligible forwards and goalkeepers. Mean difference is 0.37. Midfielders and defenders is mean difference is 0.26. Midfielders and goalkeepers mean difference is 0.81. And defenders and goalkeepers mean difference is 0.55. The descriptive status of extraversion of under 17 and under 21 soccer players in at the different playing positions. The table 4.6 shows the descriptive statistics, mean and standard deviation of under 17 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers, and under 21 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. In this image, you can see there was no main effect for that I forgot. There are two types of effect. That's the main effect and interaction effect. There was no main effect for age category of players. No difference found between under 17 players and under 21 players. There was also a main effect of playing position of players for forward players having significantly high extroversion. That is mean is 16.25, followed by the defenders, midfielders, goalkeepers. This diagram shows the mean values of extraversion between under 17 and under 21 players at the different playing positions. This is just what difference between paired means on playing positions. Here in the image, there was a difference between forwards and midfielders. The significant at 0.05 level is been shown there. The difference between forwards and midfielders are mean difference is 2.21 and forwards and goalkeepers were 2.24. There was no difference between forwards and defenders, midfielders and defenders, that is midfielders and goalkeepers. I'm not mentioning the particular score of each of one of them. As you can see in the diagram, it is clearly visible there. I think so. Descriptive statistic of neuroticism, that comes from one of the personality traits, descriptive statistic of neuroticism of under 20, under 21 soccer players in different playing positions. It is shown in the table that mean and standard deviation of under 17 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers, and under 21 forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers. Here also the 2-in-4 factorial analysis has been used. In that, there was no main effect for age category. Most of the category doesn't have age category doesn't have main effect. There was also main effect for playing position of players. Forwards players have a significantly lower neuroticism, followed by the midfielders, goalkeepers, and defenders. This shows the mean values of neuroticism between under 17 and under 21 players at different playing positions. The simple effect test scores of age category, rows and playing position columns on neuroticism is been clearly visible. I think so. Here, playing position within under 17 players and age category of players within forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers is being displayed with obtained F ratio. In that table 4.11, 4.11 that we already see. So the F ratio values obtained for playing position within under 17 players, playing position within under 21 players, and age category of players within midfielders were 6.796, 8.062, and 11.17. which were greater than the table value of 2.666 with the difference 3 and 146 and 3.905 with the difference of 1. So we can conclude there was no significant difference found on each category of players within forwards, each category of players within defenders, and each category of players within goalkeepers. The test for the difference between paired means on playing position within under 17 players. So difference between forwards, midfielders, and mean difference has been given. I'm not mentioning that, as you can see, and forwards and defenders. There was no difference between forwards, goalkeepers, midfielders, defenders, and midfielders and goalkeepers, and defenders and goalkeepers. Now we come to the under 21 players. There was a difference between forwards and defenders, forwards and goalkeepers, and midfielders and defenders. There was no difference between forwards, midfielders and goalkeepers, and defenders and goalkeepers. Main difference is being shared. Okay, in the table number 4.14, the descriptive status of mental skills among soccer players. We have already discussed what sort of mental skills we are dealing with. That is the immeasurability, mental preparation, self-confidence, anxiety, memory management, concentration ability, relaxation ability, and motivation ability. We have already discussed about the main effect and interaction effect. There was no interaction with mental ability, only the personality traits of psychotism and empathy of life skills and interpersonal relationship also from the life skills, as only got the interaction effect. So we are again the descriptive status of mental skills and soccer players being discussed, and we will be discussing each ability separately. That is, the first one will be the mental ability. And before that, in table 4.15, intercorrelation of mental skills among soccer players. The level of significance being listed down there. Descriptive status of immeasurability under 17 and under 21 soccer players at different playing position has been mean and standard deviation of under 17 forwards, midfielder, defenders, goalkeepers, and under 21 the same category has been listed here. In this, the factorial analysis plays in different playing under 17 and 21 playing position. There was no main effect for each category of players, no difference between under 17 players and under 21 players. There was also a main effect of playing position of players, goalkeepers having significantly high measurability, followed by forwards, midfielders, defenders. There was a significant interaction between category and playing positions. Here, values of imagery ability is being shown. The shift test for difference between paired means and the playing positions also been displayed here. In that, there is a difference between forwards, defenders, midfielders, and goalkeepers. And there was no difference between forwards and midfielders, forwards and goalkeepers, midfielders and defenders. Descriptive status of mental preparation of under 17 and 21 soccer players in different playing positions. Descriptive status of the same is being displayed here. Next, there was no main effect in the age category. We have already told that the age category there was no main effect. Difference between under 17 players and under 21 players. There was also a main effect for playing position of players. Goalkeepers having significantly high mental preparation, followed by forwards, midfielders, and defenders. Additionally, there was significant interaction between age category and playing positions. Here are the mental preparation between under 17 and under 21 soccer players at different playing positions is being displayed. The test for difference between paired means on playing positions displayed here. There's a difference between forwards and goalkeepers, as their mean difference is 2.06. Midfielders and goalkeepers is 2.27, and defenders and goalkeepers is 3.17. There was no difference between forwards, midfielders, and forwards and defenders, and midfielders and defenders. Descriptive statistics of self-confidence, and for under 21 players at different playing position is being shown here. In that, mean and standard deviation understanding forwards, midfielders, defenders and goalkeepers being displayed. In this, there was no main effect for age category of players. There was also a main effect of playing position of the players. Defenders having significantly high self-confidence. Here we are dealing with the self-confidence feature, followed by midfielders, goalkeepers, and forwards. Here shows the main values. Next, the test for difference between paired mean and playing position also been displayed here. We will move to the next ability, that is anxiety and worry management. Mean and standard deviation of under 17 forwards, midfielders, defenders and goalkeepers has been displayed here. And in the case of 24-factor analysis of the anxiety and worry management, we can say there was no main effect or age category of players, no difference between under 17 players and under 21 players. There was also main effect for playing positions of players, defenders having significantly high anxiety and worry management, followed by the midfielders, goalkeepers, forwards. There was a significant interaction between age category of playing positions. The mean value has been displayed here. Again, the test is being used, and the mean difference is being shown. The next one is the concentration ability. In the concentration ability, mean and standard deviation of under 21 of all the questions is being displayed. In that concentration ability, there was no main effect for age category of players, no difference found between under 17 and under 21. There was also main effect for playing position of players, goalkeepers having significantly high concentration ability, followed by the forwards, midfielders, defenders. There was a insignificant interaction between age category and playing positions. Mean values has been shown. Next, the chef's test, the values of the mean difference is also being displayed here. Next one is the relaxation ability. Relaxation ability, the second last ability we are dealing with is the personal and mental skills. The relaxation ability, mean and standard deviation of the under 17 and under 21 players, which was the forward midfielders, were listed here. In this relaxation ability, we can find that there was a main effect of there was a main effect for age category of players, that under 17 players excited significantly more relaxation ability than under 21 players. There was also a main effect for playing position of players, defenders having significantly higher relaxation ability, followed by midfielders, goalkeepers, and forwards. Here we can see how the relaxation ability is being detailed with the graph, and the chef's test for difference between paired means also being, and the mean difference also being listed here. The next one will be the motivation. The last we are dealing with the mental skills. Motivation is a very important mental skill that have to be cultivated to be at the elite level of any sports. So In this mean and standard deviation, under 17 forwards, midfielders, and under 21 forwards, midfielders are been listed. And factorial analysis of motivation at different person also be listed here. There is no main effect of age category of players, no difference one between under 17 players and under 21 players. There was also a main effect for playing position of players. Forwards players having significantly high motivation. That's mean score is 20.20, followed by the goalkeepers and midfielders 18.35 and defenders. There was significant interaction between age category and playing positions. Here are the main values of motivation between under 17 and 21 soccer players at different playing positions is been shown. And again, the test for difference between paired means of playing, which states the difference between forwards, midfielders, midfielders and midfielders and defenders, forwards and goalkeepers, and vice versa. The main difference is being listed here. Next, in table number 4.3 is on descriptive status of the life skills. Next, moving to the next personality trait, that is the life skill. In the life skills, there comes self-awareness, empathy, effective communication, interpersonal relationship, creative thinking, critical thinking, decision making, problem solving, and coping with emotions, and coping with stress. Yeah, in this life skills, we are having interaction effect in empathy as well as in interpersonal relationships. We'll be checking each one by one. So this is a table number 4.38, shows the intercorrelation of life skills and soccer players with a significant level, that's 0.05 level, at 0.01 level is being shown there. The descriptive status of self-awareness under 17 players, different playing position, mean and standard deviation also been listed here. This one comes with the self-awareness, factorial analysis of the self-awareness of under 17 and under 21 super players. In this, there was no main effect for the age category of players, no difference one between under 17 and there is also a main effect for playing position of players. Goalkeepers having significantly high self-awareness, followed by the forwards, midfielders, and defenders. There was a insignificant interaction between age category and playing position. Here shows the mean values of self-awareness of different age category and playing positions. The chefs test for a difference between the paired mates of the playing positions. That's the we are dealing with the self-awareness. The main difference of the under 17 and under 21 players. And descriptive status of empathy of under 21, so represent different playing positions. Mean and standard deviation of empathy. The effect empathy is being listed here. In that, there was a main effect for age category because there is interaction effect. That's why empathy is being named as the main effect. Main effect for the age category. Under 17 players elicited significantly more empathy than under 21 players. There was no main effect for playing position of players. Additionally, there was a significant interaction between age category and playing positions. Here, the under 17 and 21 mean empathy, mean values of the empathy is being shown. The simple test score of age category was an featuring question on empathy is being shown here. The simple effect was used to examine the effect of each independent variable at each level of other independent variables. That's why the simple factors is being used. This explains about the 4.4.
அது போயிட்டு தான் சார் இருக்கும்.
Sure.
Video off and off.
So for discussion.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
But discussion on findings.
In the discussion of findings, the researcher was interested to find out whether the different age category of soccer players has any difference in the selected personality traits, mental skills, and life skills. And next one, and whether the different playing positions of soccer players, namely forwards, midfielders, defenders, and goalkeepers, has any difference on the selected personality traits, mental skills, and life skills. Thus, the investigation aimed at analyzing the personality traits, mental skills, and life skills among Kerala youth soccer players at different playing positions. Discussion on the findings of personality traits. We have taken psychotism, neuroticism, and as main pillars. In that, extroversion also been included. According to Hassan's study in 1982, several factors including sports type, the playing position in team, and the level of performance should be considered in conducting the research regarding association between personality and physical exercise. The findings of the personality traits of psychotism, extroversion, and neuroticism showed that there was no significant difference exists among under 17 and under 21 youth soccer players at different playing positions. The findings of psychotism, extroversion, and neuroticism showed significant difference among Kerala youth soccer players at different playing positions. The psychotism shows the hostility and aggressiveness of the players, somewhat in a negative sense. And the extroversion means the sociability and the talkativeness of the players. Those who are having more extroversion means he will be more talkative and he will be more socially. He is having a good interpersonal communication skills. And as far as neuroticism is concerned, it's been considered as a negative aspect. In that, some certain mood swings will be there in the players, and depression will be common in case of neuroticism. Here, we have shown the diagram in that forwards is having low amount of neuroticism compared to midfielders, goalkeepers, and defenders. Discussion on findings on mental skills. On the basis of findings of mental skills on immeasurability, mental preparation, self-confidence, anxiety, and worry management, concentration ability, motivation, showed that there was no significant difference exist among under 17 and under 21 youth soccer players at different playing positions. Meanwhile, the relaxation ability showed significant difference. The findings of the mental skills on immeasurability, mental preparation, self-confidence, anxiety, and worry management, concentration ability, relaxation ability, and motivation showed significant difference among Kerala youth soccer players at different playing positions, such as forwards, midfielders, and defenders, and goalkeepers. In the case of, let me make it short. In the case of mental skills, in imaginary ability high in goalkeepers compared to the forwards, midfielders, and defenders. In mental preparation, it's also in goalkeepers, they are having the higher mental preparation compared to forwards, midfielders, and defenders. In self-confidence, defenders will be the highest, and followed by midfielders, goalkeepers, and forwards. In the anxiety and worry management, defenders will show the highest amount, and followed by midfielders, goalkeepers, and forwards. And concentration ability, goalkeepers is highest. Compared next will be forwards, followed by midfielders and defenders. In relaxation ability, defenders will be the highest, followed by midfielders, goalkeepers, and forwards. Motivation and higher number will be at the forwards, followed by goalkeepers, midfielders, and defenders. The findings of the mental skills of imaginability and preparation. About that, a study conducted by Madhusudan Hosra and Sudarshan Vishwas in 2018 revealed that age can be act as a predictor of mental skill ability of cricket players. The findings of the present study consists of study conducted by Ben Rajab in 2016, which yielded significant difference between basic and psychosomatic depth scores of the players in different playing positions. The result of previous studies conducted on mental skills also showed that high performing players having high mental skill as compared to low performing players. Thapa in 2009 found significant difference exists among university level, college level football players with regard to mental skills. Singh and Dureja in 2011 also found that open skill players are significant better in mental skill as compared to closed skill players. Samila in 2009 observed that selected Iranian athletes for Asian Games have higher mental skill scores as compared to non-selected athletes. Telwell and Greenless in 2003 indicated that mental skill package is effective in enhancing all participant competitive performance and usage of mental skill from baseline to intervention phases. Next, we will be dealing with the life skills. Let me make it.
Conclusion.
Okay, sir.
Conclusion, you go ahead. Go for
okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So it was concluded that the personality traits of psychotism and extroversion are found to be high in forwards, while neuroticism is high in defenders than the other three playing positions, that is, the forwards, midfielders, and goalkeepers. Questions of both age category. It was concluded that the mental skills of imagery ability, mental preparation, and concentration ability are found to be high in goalkeepers, while self-confidence, anxiety, and worry management and relaxation ability are better than other three playing positions of both age category, that is under 17 and under 21. It was concluded that the life skills variables, namely self-awareness and coping with stress, are high among goalkeepers, interpersonal relationship, creating among forwards, decision making among midfielders, and coping with emotions among defenders than the other three playing positions in both the age category. And moving into the recommendation, based on the study conducted, the statistical interference, and the results following, the recommendation be taken up for future studies. A similar study other than age category, under 17 or under 21, we can take under 25, under 23, those categories also can be considered. A similar study can be conducted for women football players also. As a similar study involving other psychological variables may be studied among soccer players. A similar study may be conducted to test a psychological profile at different age category of other sports. Any sports, the psychological parameters are playing a vital role in the performance betterment is concerned. That's it, sir. That's a conclusion, sir.
Well, that the scholar has been define his research work in the progressive manner. Now the session is open for that clarification. So first of all, I have to clarify something, then it's open for the audience. So Irshad,
Yes, sir.
can you tell that why you chosen these psychological problems?
So uh, according to my experience as a coach, these are the most important and determinant factors of the performance of players is directly affected. That's why uh, these terms is being used.
So once those who have psychologically well, they can improve their performance. Likewise, you have to be psychologically they have been good. Automatically they may develop their performance. That's the thing you are telling.
Sir?
Psychologically, if they are good,
Yes, sir.
they can improve their performance.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But what you say is that most of the variables you have been chosen under 70, it shows that there is no significant difference. Why?
Yes, the data I have got shows the results like that only, sir. That I was.
The team says that it may develop, the performance also develop,
Yes,
but your results and discussion and the conclusions also.
Development is concerned with the coaches. The coaches will have more knowledge about the players. That will help the development of the players. Not
then
in the direct manner.
Adding the coaches, why you have to be recommend the coaches to how they has to be handle these psychological variables. That is not mentioned.
Yes, sir.
To blame the coaches means you have to give guidance to the coaches how they has to be handled to develop their performance. Your team is okay, it may develop the performance, but your results will be shows that insignificant. Then what you are that supporting references you are given in that discussion and findings, all they shows that significant difference has been found, but your results says that no significant difference. But you are giving that references, significant differences found. Why? How the controversies are there?
Controversy, the data obtained shows the results like that.
At least 2-3 references, there may be insignificant reference.
Yes, sir.
All the references you quoted that there may be significant difference.
In age category, there is not much difference has been
then you elaborated that player should be selected after 21.
Yeah,
better 17, they are not matured, I think so.
Yeah, that's a problem. But we have taken time to explain what this questionnaire is all about and what all things have been assessed and what they will be getting out from this. That all things have been explained with them well, and they have asked questions whether they are having any confusions. They have cleared that one.
Okay. What are the data you collected for the subject? Directly you put up it in the data for analysis.
Yes.
After analyzing, you have to think that it should be giving that positive or negative, because that research should be always positive. If NAS goes more than 50% negative means automatically the research will come down. Research will be give positive. Research will be positive. 1 or 2 it's okay. But under 17, most of the variables are shown that insignificant. 21 only eligible for like that. They has to be think that your conclusion. Then what is your contribution to the society towards your research work?
Contribution to the society is main. As I am concerned because of being a coach and the data which helps the coaches or and the players as well as they will be better know what will be their stance on the grounds of performance as well as their psychological abilities and where there should be encouraged or what they are lacking and what they should improve on to at final how they will be better in their performance by assessing all these things. And a team also gives a better person to the society, not a group. A group or not always gives a better person to the, but a team will definitely give a good person to the society as well as the parents.
Okay. So now finally you have to say that the team should be good in under 17, under 21. There is a chance to give suggestion for the coaches.
Yeah. In the suggestion I have mentioned is that it can be under 21, under 25, or any other category. Even that can also be a women team. Any that such possibility can be expert.
Only college will be expert. That school or those things they has to develop.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now the session is open for clarification for the witnessing persons. Please clarify within this criteria. Yes.
Good morning to all. It is a great opportunity for me to speak about the bylaws of today's program. Hello, this audible?
Say yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is also audible.
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to the scholar as well as the supervisor. It is a wonderful study. Normally, most of the studies are repetition of previous studies, but this study is entirely different. It's a psychological study. It is based on the psychology. Even this degree, this research program can be fit for fourth psychology degree if the scholar have the master degree in the psychology area. Once again, I sincerely convey my thanks to the supervisor and the scholar. Again, I wish the supervisor to produce more number of PhDs in the future years. The same kind of studies is more needed for the society. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Any other? Sir. Any questions?
Yes, hearable.
Sir.
Any other questions?
கிரேஸ் மேடம் இருக்கிறாங்க, அனிதா மேடம் இருக்கிறாங்க, கை தூக்குறாங்க.
Yes,
Sir, one of scholar, he wants to clarify, sir.
Yes, clarify.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ganapati, please you can proceed, Ganapati.
I am Sri Ganapati, PhD scholar, TNPESU, under the guidance of the Thirumal Kumar. My question, which can have collected data during preparatory period, competition period, or transaction period?
I think the question was about the period which I have taken the data. It was on the competition period. I am not getting the right amount of sound. I think the question is like that only. The data has been collected on the competition period only.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other? Yes, madam.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
Come.
Sir, is it audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes. First of all, I congratulate that scholar as well as the guide for producing the PhD in this field. One doubt I have, you have did factorial design, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. In that, have you checked the basic assumption?
Basic, because the factorial design is being used because there are multiple level of independent variables are there.
No,
That's why, because
no, what I'm asking is, so for factor analysis, you have to check the basic assumption, three things. That is, the sample should be independent, then
Yes.
the sample should follow normality, is the first and foremost basic assumption. Have you
Yes.
checked the normality of the data?
Yes, yes, ma'am. We have two independent variables. That is under 17. The first variable will be the under 17 and under 21 category.
Independent means you are taken forward a midfielder like that. So no will be coincide. Okay, that is okay. But
that's second one.
normality for all the variables, did you check the normality?
Yes, sir. Yes.
If you checked means, then you won't get the, see, you, for the result, sir has mentioned that the external examiner has mentioned that so many variables that was no significance difference is found, isn't it?
In the age category, most
in
of the
category,
in age category, most of the variables are same, felt same.
Okay, so hereafter, see, this is for everybody only. For anybody is doing parametric test means they have to go for normality checking. If you check the normality means, then outlier will be removed so that you will get a reliable result. Okay, whatever result you want, that will be you will get. Okay. Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your suggestion.
Suggestion for all other scholars. Yes, Rita madam has given. Yes.
Yes, good morning, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to ask sorry for joining late since I had class. I couldn't join and I couldn't listen to the candidate who was presented. But I hope that done well and he has this. And I congratulate the guide and the supervisor, Dr. Kannadasan, for producing a scholar, wonderful scholar in this field, so that it is going to be a stepping stone for him to achieve many more PhDs in his future endeavors. Congratulations, Dr. Kannadasan, and congratulations to the candidate for your wonderful presentation. And I am now I was listening to the answers which he was giving to the Dr. Gopinath and Dr. Anita, and in that case, I am taken that he has prepared well and he has submitted his thesis in a good format, and I know that how Kannadasan would have guided him in a proper way, so that he has come up to this level, and this is the laurel for both of you. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the kind words. Thank you.
So one more small clarification for the scholar. Shall I ask?
Yes, yes, Mani.
Hello, shall I ask?
Yes.
Audible.
You have collected all the data during the competition period. During the competition period, the students, the players, normally they used to focus on the competition. That time, how they focused in your questionnaire, to filling the questionnaire? Whether they all cooperated in the
competition? It was not during the competition. It was before the competition. Means the phase was the competition phase, but the selection process was going on. There was a 3-stage selection process that comes under the competition period, but it was not during the competition period. It was before the competition.
They all really involved in filling the, giving the answer the questionnaire, right? Is it correct? Okay. Then only the result will be accurate.
We have explained them. If they are having any confusion, they asked, and we have clarified that, and then collected that.
Okay. Anyway, it's a best study. I congratulate again both the supervisor and the scholar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, I am Dinan, PhD research scholar under the guidance of Dr. P. Kumar, sir. Small doubt. இந்த ரிசல்ட்டை வச்சு நீங்க கோச்சஸ்க்கு என்ன சொல்ல வரீங்கன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாமா சார்?
Sir, can you please repeat?
Yes, இந்த கேள்விக்கு பதிலே சொல்லியாச்சு. Contributions towards coach. What is the recommendation? தம்பி already சொல்லியாச்சு.
About the result.
Recommendation to coaches.
About the result means it helps the coaches.
What you recommended for the coaches, that he is asking. This answer is given, the same you can repeat again.
Yeah, already told about the expectation, how and why the coaches is been benefited from this study, and how they can use this study as a useful tool to assess their players.
Yes.
Yeah, Pro sir.
Sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon. The examiner as well as the guide of the today Voce examination and scholar. First, I congratulate the guide. He produced the first scholar and related to his area. So the title and way in which he is presented, the scholar presented is very nice. And these conclusions and recommendation also, I attended this full presentation, is presently nicely. Guide, I think this the conclusion part, the guide contribution is play a vital roles. So I congratulate the guide, Dr. K. Kannadasan. He is the first scholar,
Thank you.
the best scholar he produced. And then the scholar itself, I congratulate the way of presentation is nice. Congratulations, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then the examiner also conducting this Voce examination very nicely and politely and honestly. I congratulate this examiner. Thank you, Dr. Mahboojan. It's a wonderful examinations having this today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Sanibal.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Hassan,
Sir.
You got a result on empathy, right? So in the empathy, the goalkeepers showed very poor score. So what is the reason behind the goalkeeper scored poor or the lower score when compared to the other players in the empathy skill?
No, empathy, it just got the interaction effect now, sir.
No. In the mean also, the bar diagram also you have shown, under empathy, the goalkeepers were low score. Both the categories.
No.
You can see that your bar diagram also.
In empathy, in those direct in the interaction effect that comes on 3 variables. That is the neurotism, empathy, and interpersonal relationship.
Okay.
So in empathy,
see the bar diagram.
I not mentioned. I think empathy. I think.
You have shown bar diagram. I have seen this the presentation. So it shows very low score when compared to the other players. Do you have any reason or any justification for this?
Sir, I don't get it. What
Irshad,
question is?
Irshad, the scores of empathy is very low when compared to the other playing positions like forward, midfielders, defenders. Why is it so? You have any justification for that?
Yes. Okay, right. That I can't predict, sir. The data I was given like that only, because I assumption regarding that. If I am keeping something before getting the data, means that will be wrong. No, that's why I assess the data and I am getting the result. That's why that happened.
Okay, thank you, Shan. Congratulations to Dr. Kannadasan for producing the maiden attempt and the first scholar under the guidance of Dr. Kannadasan. So congratulations to Dr. Kannadasan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
So Or I think so. So, Kanadasan conclusion poillama.
Sir,
Any other? You can go ahead.
sir, I would like to add up a point to my scholar, like why this particular topic was chosen. So he had been approaching me with this particular topic. Then I asked, why Irshad, why this particular topic? And he said, you know very well that I had played football. I have become a coach in football. So I had experienced a lot of psychological disturbances, as well as how the psychology helps the players to improve their performances and all.
Yes.
So he was very particular about that. So now he has the #1 team in Kerala as far as colleges are concerned. So most of the players playing for national team is from his particular district. So he really felt that psychological should be strengthened. And of course, what I believe in the present scenario is 90% of mental training and 10% of physical training. So absolutely, when we look at these kind of studies, I'm telling to myself and to my students, yes, psychology plays a major role in the player's performance. Yeah. So that is why I didn't say anything no to my scholar, and the way that he want to conduct the study, let him conduct. So that is how this topic has come up, sir.
Yes, good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Same answer I am asking about that from the scholar. Again,
Yes.
you quoting him. Okay. Okay. Any others? Now we can go ahead for the conclusion.
Yes.
So again, once again, first of all, I thank the authorities, Vice Chancellor, my beloved friend Dr. Sundar sir, my beloved friend Dr. Registrar Dr. Gopinath sir, and Control of Examination Manigandan, who is heading the department, and my beloved friend Dr. Thirumale Kumar and Kumaravel Senthil Kumar, and other members, Dr. Grace Madam, Anita Madam, others who are all witnessing these Viva's examination. Once again, we start in the morning, now is concerned to afternoon. The scholar will define his research work in a enlarged manner. Very nice experiences has been shown with keen interest about this topic. Whatever the data he has been collected, slightly it's a bit different, but he has taken much interest. But Kannadasan is supported that 90% of psychological variables we has to be concentrated and 10% for physical variables. Kannadasan is also having much interested in psychology. That's was that. So it's maybe recommended for the other coaches. These thesis will be given pathway for the others who are all go for higher performance in almost all games, not only in football. They has to be concentrate on psychological variables. The psychology is one of the major criteria to develop their performance, not only concentrate on physical and physiological variables. So that is research will give much define his research work, much pathway. So once again, I congratulate that the scholar who is defined his research in a progressive manner. Now he has been clarified all the doubts, what are the questions raised by the audience as well as mine and other members. So he has been clarified satisfactorily. So that we has been recommended to the authorities of Sports University to award a Doctor of Philosophy to Irshad Hussain. Thereafter, Mr. Irshad Hussain may call it as Dr. Irshad Hussain. I congratulate that Kannadasan also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
First scholar, it is a best stepping stone for him to produce more and more in future. I pray for the God both for the great future and going on more producing more research scholars anyway. Irshad also tomorrow has been producing so many scholars. Both are friends, so you have to be have a great future. I have prayed for the Almighty for your great things. So with this way has to conclude. I thank all the members who are all witnessing these voice for their patient listening. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your blessing.
Thank you for your kind words,
Thank you
sir.
very much,
Thank you
sir.
for your recommendations. I will be looking into it, and I will be trying to apply all those things into my coaching career as well as my teaching career as a lecturer in the Department of Physical Education. Sir.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Irshad, please proceed with a vote of thanks
Okay.
officially.
Thanks. First of all, I extend my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor and the Registrar of this university for the opportunity given to pursue PhD in this esteemed university. Next, I express my sincere gratitude to external examiner, Professor Dr. Mahbub Jan, for his presence and support with valuable guidance. Then my special thanks to Dr. S. Manikandan, Controller of Examination in charge, as well as Head, Department of Physical Education, and my subject expert for sharing his valuable suggestion in the successful completion of this study. My special thanks to guide and friend, classmate, everything, Dr. K. Kannadasan, for his support, guidance towards the successful completion of this study. I would like to thank the doctoral committee members, Dr. P. Govinathan, and the former head of the department, Professor S. Thirumalai Kumar sir, for his valuable inputs during the progress of the study. I extend my special thanks to all the lane professors, as associate professors, assistant professors of the university. My special thanks to the research coordinator, Dr. S. Prem Kumar sir, for his help and support to complete this study in time. I wish to thank Dr. Ashok Kumar, Deputy Librarian, for permitting me to use the amazing library facilities. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thank to my family members, friends, for their support and guidance, guidance in the successful completion of the study. Once again, I'm thanking all the faculty members, my students, my friends, my parents, all who attended this Viva Voce program from my bottom of heart, and my wife Ashley. I thank each one of you to make this presentation a successful one. For all, I'm once again humbled and extending my gratitude. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Nice. Okay, Irshad, congratulations.
Congratulations, Irshad.
Also,
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much.
Thank
you so much.
you.
Professor, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Manigi. Close பண்ணிக்கலாமா?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Professor, thank you.
Professor, thank you so much, Professor. என்னோட personal thanks நிறைய இருக்கு.
ஐயோ, இருக்கட்டும் professor. Welcome, most welcome.
To all, to you, to Thirumalai Kumar sir, Gopinathan sir, in a study progress their support was excellent. So that is why Irshad could done very nicely, and he is presented nicely. Thank you, Professor. And my special thanks to my own parent department, senior faculty members, Dr. V. Mangairkatti madam, Shaheen Ahmed madam, and Dr. Prem Kumar sir, and everyone, Grace madam, Anita madam, and Sendil Kumar sir, Manoj sir, Srinivasan sir, and of course Miss Uma, who has given the support in in conducting this Viva Voce through online. Thank you, Uma. And all the faculty members of Department of Physical Education, Dr. Jay Kumar, Dr. Vel Kumar, Dr. Lily madam, Dr. Kumar Velu sir, and Dr. Lakshmanan, and the senior professors, Dr. Ramakrishnan sir, Durai Swami sir, Selva Lakshmi madam, Dr. Rajani Kumar sir. So everybody has contributed some or the other way to support me to produce a wonderful scholar on this occasion. I thank everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stop. Can I stop?
Yes, Irshad. Yes, Irshad.
அதனால ரேட் அதிகமா சொல்லியிருக்காரோ ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் நிறைய போட்டதுனால ரேட் ஏற்றிட்டாரு.
உமா வைண்ட் அப் பண்ணிக்கலாமா உமா?
Yes, sir. I'll end the session.
ஓகே உமா. ஐயா நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ மனோஜ் சார்.